story in the magazines. Always on deck day and night. Nothing was too good for him. Will it slow down? Burn the candle at both ends. Setting a trap for yourself. You don't even understand. Then came the thirders and Willie was at the top. It seemed like power and glory would never stop. Had it all, but he wanted more. It was the first crack in the wall. How will you quench the unquenchable when the game is won and you still want to gamble? Willie couldn't get off at the start when head right into the wall. Both hands. You're setting a trap for yourself and you don't even understand. You choke with confusion and the storm is about to blow. And when the big rain comes, it's gonna crack the walls of these little certainties. When the big rains fall, it's gonna sweep away these temples that you build. Temples to power and money and useless appearances. We know are the altar that you let it ego. All these built on such steady ground that when the big rains fall, it's gonna wash everything clean. When he thought he would make it through, screaming in the rain was all he could do. He lost his mind in some mental hole. What he lived for was a clue. He found his way back in a small town by the sea. It was the only place for him to be seen. And if you take a walk on the shore, you'll see him staring at the waves. Hey my friend, let's slow down, 'cause there's some Willie in you and me. Too much confusion, this world of too plenty. We choke with confusion and the storm's about to blow. And when the big rain comes, it's gonna crack the walls of our little certainties. Yes, when the big rain falls, it's gonna sweep away these temples that we've built. Temples to power and money and useless appearances. We no other altar than a little ego. All this we built on such steady ground that when the big rain comes, it's gonna wash everything clear. Everything clear. Everything clear. Everything clear. And when the big rain comes, river. Aliens moving about in peace. She's far from the world, aware and hidden. Her loneliness is a relief. Down in the valley of her thoughts, where so few may enter, she's musing her life, musing her love. But she doesn't look for an answer. She has felt how short life can be. The wounds are not yet healed, but one day maybe. She's still dancing round with a wild narcissus in her hand. Goose feather talked in her head. She's alive, she's twirling, and she's free. What shall we be for each other? A stepping stone across the stream. Not only friends, more than lovers. A peaceful shelter and a soothing dream. In my garden down by the river, unknown flowers have opened up. Aliens twirling, twirling in my mind. I'm twirling with her round and round. She has felt how short life can be. The wounds are not yet healed. One day maybe. She's still dancing around with a wild narcissus in her hand. Goose feather talked in her head. She's alive, she's twirling around me. coming in and my mind longs to sail. Shaken by 40 winds, I hear the blood in my veins. This old boat of mine will soon leak. And I'm worn out and drifting ever so weak. I'm left on the shore. A wreck that has forgotten what it was heading for. Till I get on my feet. Another winter till I feel my blood beat. She's an island in the deep blue sea, washed by the waves, wild and lonely. I'm just a lighthouse, not far across, firmly rooted in the rocks. She's out of reach yet, still in sight. I keep my lamp lit in the dead of night, warn the sailors on their way. watch her outline in the bay. Sometimes a pirate, an old sea dog, moors for a while and hides in her coves, walks her shores in the moonlight, finds some rest between two fights, then sails away making her weep, but leaves no treasure for her to keep. She longs for him and feels the pain. The hope that holds her turns into a chain, but a pirate never drops anchor for long. He needs the mermaids and their songs. And when the wind blows and the sea gets wild, I know she hurts like a forsaken child. She bows before the storm, waiting to be reborn, 'cause the storm never stays and always gives way to brighter days. She's an island in the deep blue sea, stroked by the waves, strong and free. I'm a lighthouse, standing upright, guiding sailors in the dead of night. One day I hope, I'm sure I'll see a worn-out sailor tossed by the sea. Find her and build a shack on the shore, and choose to stay forevermore, and choose to stay forevermore. Just an island in the deep blue sea. Friday evening, it's been sitting here all day, coffee after coffee and wondering about a word on the street. Being there, coffee house in Buffalo, a tiny point in the sky. You've got a friend on the radio, but no friend inside. Outside there's nothing but the rain. His mind is running too fast once again, and he's waiting. And now the musicians are crowding in, lining up for the Friday music show. A girl strikes a few chords and suddenly her heart overflows. No side attention in her face, the fury west and running in her words. The peaceful man as she flows, as she steps into grace. Outside there's magic in the rain. Girl's voice like an earthquake shaking off his brain. And you wanna be magic gray. Songs of hope for those who breathe, and we're gone astray. Been there, coffee house in Buffalo. The last song's hovering and slowly dies. The girl has vanished like a shadow into the night. There's no more magic in the rain. Inside his mind, the girl's voice still remains. And he wanna be diving in this world of hers, where every stream's running freely. And he wanna be diving in her fancy universe, and flow down with her to the sea. Diving in this world of hers, where every stream's running freely. And he wanna be diving in her fancy universe, and flow down with her to the sea. We laugh, though we hurt inside. We put on a smiling mask, and there's so much we hide. Fears and desires, and a few crumbling dreams. The pursuit of happiness has left us aside, and still we run, still we hide. Headlong we run into the rat race. Pleasures and tasteless fun keep us down in a maze. Obsessed with leisure that helps conceal the pain, but in the end we lose more than we gain, and still we hurt and wonder. Why do we run in vain? Wrong direction. Why do we keep on believing in such a masquerade? Long for fame, yeah, money and success, but all we ended with is a sharp loneliness. We pile up things to make ourselves feel better, but our mind is a hazard cards, as shaky as ever. But still we long and still we hurt. Why do we run in vain, in the wrong direction? Why do we keep on believing watch a masquerade. Let's stop and think a while. Change course while we can. Now the time has come to learn and turn away, away from all we've built, 'cause it might fall any day. Learn to refuse this cheap and ready-made happiness, sold by neat-looking men who just couldn't care less. So let him run and let him fall. We'll find our way out of quiet desperation. Stop piling up and start taking all what we can. Fears and desires, and maybe a few crumbling dreams, they all crushed us so long and made us mean. Then we won't hurt and won't have to hide. We hurt, we hurt, we hide, we hurt, we run, we run, we hide. I was locked, tied and down, a desert inside, as far as I could see. Dreams buried deep in the ground. I was locked and you came up with a key. I was lost, just walking blind. My hopes had been routed away from me, a wandering shadow with a wandering mind. I was lost and you led the way for me. Funny how you gotta be lost to find a way. No matter what I searched in vain, lost the answer, and you're the way. So let our love be a moving sea between the shores of our souls. Together we'll stand, yet not too near, like the pillars of the temple, safe and strong, living for now and here. Left behind all I could leave. I got the chains that kept me tied to the past, all the lies I can no longer believe. I taught myself to be one that lasts. Funny how it all took place in the nick of time. No matter what I'd searched before, love's the answer. It makes us shine, so let our love be a moving sea between the shores of our souls. Together we'll stand, yet not too near, the pillars of the temple, safe and strong, living for now and here. This inland sea is a never-changing one, sometimes so calm, sometimes so rough and wild. We'll learn the colors and the shapes of the waves. We'll get to know each other's secret tide. Side by side and day by day, round the seasons of each other's heart, we'll find no better place and no better way. And on this sea we'll never look behind. And on this sea we'll never look behind. Never look behind. The world is rushing, getting faster and tougher every day. Henry's sitting, contemplating another way. The town is bustling, you can hear the trains run in the distance. Henry's sauntering, finds his way into silence. And on a brisk sunny morning, the wind's howling through my hair, blowing away the clouds within. And I wish I'd be there, and I'd be walking with Henry in the forest of the soul, walking with Henry without a fear, without a goal, walking with Henry with quiet desperation, walking with Henry along their way. Believing time is money. By the pond, Henry's musing, he's got hours to spend away. Our neighbor's driving has become the tool of his tools. Henry's writing does not abide by any rule. And on a brisk sunny morning, the wind's howling through my hair, blowing away the clouds within. And I wish I'd be there, and I'd be walking with Henry in the forest of the soul, walking with Henry without a fear, without a goal, walking with Henry away from quiet desperation, walking with Henry along the way, the human walk. The town is sleeping, it's just a truce in the middle of the fight. Henry's fishing, throws his line into the night. Henry's fishing, throws his line into the night. stress and despondency. We were born to feel half alive, oppressed or sick or starved. The only real question is, how else can we survive? So we'll cross the border and then we will see, get through the gates of these lands of plenty, cross the borders and see what we'll find. It can never be worse than what we leave behind. Never seem to end. We struggle against mountains and sand. We cling to few snapshots of family and friends. We wait for the time to cross, hide and learn to move like ghosts. Well, the smugglers do their job, it's just another coin we toss. Still we cross the borders and then we will see, get through the gates of these lands of plenty, cross the borders and see what we'll find. It can never be worse than what we leave behind. Feel so scared as the border gets close. Still we see the lights there at the end of our woes. The ones that passed outside, the world is running so fast, but we're packed inside like cattle. And how long can this all last? Frozen hearts on a frozen land, so few together helping hand. Only in people's minds that real borders stand. Still they cross the borders and then they will see, get through the gates of these lands of plenty, cross the borders and see what they find. It can never be worse than what they leave behind. Cross the borders and then they will see, get through the gates of these lands of plenty, cross the borders and see what they find. It can never be worse than what they leave behind. break of dawn, along the empty streets we'd known too long, with just a few things packed in haste. Got to the highway and headed west like thieves, like runaways, not knowing where we would get at the end of the day. Drove for hours with our hair in the wind. The word we left behind's but an old dead skin, laughing and humming foolish songs, till we forgot about where we belonged, like tramps, like wanderers. The road was the only guide, the sky the only shelter, in sunset light we build a fire, and new life's just begun. Among the stars and the fireflies, we found our we could fly. Days became weeks and weeks turned to months. We crossed the border without looking back once, always farther swept along by the flow. Happy-go-lucky lovers we didn't know that thieves and runaways often get caught in the end when luck has gone away. Just 16 and tired of the world, we stole an old Chevy and flew out like birds. They took us back to where we should belong, but one day or another we will break the bond like tramps, like wanderers. The road will be the only guide, the sky our shelter. We'll leave the city at the break of dawn, along the empty streets we've known too long, with just a few things packed in haste. Get to the highway and keep heading west, heading west.